know it's been a minute, but we're here to make another video today, and it's with good cause because we got a new toy to play with. We've got the Rolux X20 gas-powered 20-inch 9-blade reel mower. We're gonna be cutting some serious grass today, baby. This puppy just came in the mail yesterday, delivered by box truck. Pretty much fully assembled. I just had to screw on that crossbar there and then the handlebars here. I didn't even have to wire up the cables. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 bolts, 2 wrenches. Super easy, and it's pretty much ready to go out of the box. Rolux even sent 4-cycle small engine oil to put in it. So I just gotta top this off and then put some gas in it, because I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas. Yeah, another thing I did, as soon as I assembled it, I applied some Nanobond ceramic coating to pretty much anywhere I could reach with a cloth, and that's supposed to help protect the metal, repels water, makes it easier to clean. I saw somebody else, a Rolux fan, recommended this stuff, and yeah, I definitely only used like 1/3 of the bottle to do the whole thing. So I have plenty ceramic coating in here. It's basically some droplets and a microfiber cloth. You just wipe it all down, let it sit for 24 hours. I did that yesterday. So it's been like, we'll say 20 hours. We're calling that good. So yeah, I'm gonna go get some gas. I have gas here, but I think this thing deserves some fresh gas. I've had this for like 2 months. I'll throw that into the truck, and then I will put some fresh gas in it, because I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas. Yeah, and then we'll see you in the backyard. Later, dude. All right, y'all, about to put in the oil. Goes in right here. I'm just gonna fill it up till, I don't know, half or 3/4 of that stick there, probably 3/4, but better more than less. And the nice thing about this company is if you don't have a funnel, they send you one. It just takes a little bit of scissors and tape, but yeah, it's gonna work really nice. Okay, we're probably one more long pour. We are good to go. All right, here we are in the backyard. Just kind of gonna brainstorm things a little bit. I got kind of a little bit of a plan that I want to do, but let me show you guys what I got to work with right now. So we're gonna aerate it. No, we're gonna scalp it. We're gonna aerate it. We're gonna sand it, and then I've got a leveling rake coming in, and I'm gonna use that leveling rake to push the sand around, make this yard as level as I can. Then we're gonna fertilize it, and then we're gonna water it like crazy for 2 weeks. Let that Bermuda grass come back up, and then we're gonna reel mow, baby, every other day and try to get this grass putting like a real golf course. Okay, as you see here on the side, we have the height of cut, and you just simply adjust that with that by turning that knob clockwise or counterclockwise. So right now I've got it set just below a 1/2 inch as I do some test cuts, because I ran this thing before. I'm not gonna go straight to 5/32 of an inch, aka about 1/8 of an inch. So yeah, I'm gonna fire her up and give her a whirl. Wish me luck. Okay, we got it flipped on. Oil's tight, gas is tight, gas is full, oil's full. And we got choke. Fuel is off there, on there. Put the choke in the middle. Got the speed setting here. We got 1, 2, 3, all the way through 7. We'll start it on 1. That just controls the throttle. And then here we have a clutch. I'm pretty sure either runs the movement or the blade. I'm not entirely sure. You know, I'm sure Rolux has a nice video on how to do all this, but we're just gonna figure it out. Shouldn't be too hard, right? So let's give her a pull. Okay, so that's interesting. 7 is the slowest. 6, 5, 4. Now, I don't know if that's intentional or what, but I thought 1 was gonna be the slowest setting. So let's put it on 5 and give it a clutch and just figure out what this does. Yep, it wanted to move, so that's to get the drive, because obviously the blade is moving. You can see there, it's cut, and it probably looks slow motion. Put it into 4, 3, try to give it a clutch. Oh yeah, that puppy's moving, so we'll probably go back down to 4. This thing's gonna take two hands to do it. I'm gonna set the phone down and try to video all this. Wow, okay, look at that. Hopper's full. And just look at that cut. I mean, this lighting isn't gonna do it justice, but how am I gonna show this? Yeah, the bigger picture you can see down in here versus the other mower, this thick hacky crap, and then this is all cut super level. Got the hole, and this is only cut at 1/2 inch, so we got more to go down. Look at that difference. There to there. Cool. Definitely took some use to get to. Some time. Definitely took some time to get used to. I'm gonna probably do the whole yard at a 1/2 inch right now just to get used to it, and then drop it down incrementally until we get to a good scalped height that I can sand the yard in. Yeah, look at that. Hopper's completely full. 2 or 3 little passes right there. Heck yeah. So far, so good. It runs great. You know, once you get the throttle up, the blade doesn't jam. And then it just burned through that turf like nothing. So, really cool looking. Wow. Wow is all I can say, because that thing just ripped through an entire, this was empty, an entire garbage bin of turf. Like it was nothing. I mean, I had to fill the thing up and dump it 10 times, but that's expected when you're doing a scalp late in the spring and you got a ton of new growth. I can just already tell this is going to be a crazy, crazy, awesome backyard. This turf is going to be phenomenal. So you can tell we got some low spots right here, a lot of low and some uneven cutting because we had a trench line for the sprinklers going down the middle, and then that dirt settled once it got watered. So pretty much everywhere there's a sprinkler line. There, all down the middle. You can really see this one there. Those are low spots. Pretty much every 12 feet laterally. And then all the way down the middle is a low spot, and then just random dips and valleys, because I never really perfectly leveled this. I did it all with a hand rake initially. So once we aerate it and sand it and level it and grow the grass back, we're gonna get rid of all these uneven cut lines. And once the grass gets used to its new height of cut, which is gonna be as low as I can do without scalping it again, it's just gonna build up a nice thick thatch and be mowing it 2 or 3 times a week, probably 3 times a week in the summer. So yeah, I'm already super excited. I mean, I can tell, like I was just using this area to do some golf chip shots into my hole here from back there, and I'd get some weird bounces off of the thick grass and no rollout. I mean, even at 1/2 inch right now, what it's at, I can already tell, you know, I'm chipping those puppies in all day. They're gonna roll so nice. And once we get it down to closer to that 1/8 inch mow, which I think I'm going to do the whole yard scalped at first and try to keep it as low as possible. But I do think, like, to maintain the whole yard at a putting green height, it's going to be a lot of work, because that's going to be needed to be mowed 3 times a week. But if I do like this half, like a circular green that I maintain 3 times a week, and then kind of do a golf course look, like a second cut, first and second cut around the edge of that, and then a tee box cut over there, and maybe even do a rough later on if I like the look of it around the edge. That'll be done with the old Honda mower. then I won't have to do as much work. Then I can cut the fairway probably once a week, the rough once a week, and then the first cut twice a week, and then the putting green 3 times a week. Something like that is the plan long term. But initially we're gonna just scalp it all because we need to. We gotta level it and get the whole yard straight. All right, that's a wrap, at least for the scalping portion. I think I'll do the aeration and leveling in separate videos just to keep them short and to the point. But my next step is to go to Home Depot and get that core aerator. But yeah, let me show you guys the final result. Almost no leaf left except for those really low spots. I mean, that thing got straight down to dirt. And a lot of this stock stuff will continue to get cut down as we grow in the new leaf and continue to do those maintenance cuts. And sanding it will probably honestly, sanding it alone will probably bury a lot of the stock there anyways. But basically I did it in 3 steps here. 1/2 inch cut, which you saw, and then low as it'll go, 5/32 of an inch cut, basically 1/8 of an inch cut. Both of those cuts I used the hopper to catch and remove, you know, all the grass. I filled up this entire bin in like 10 passes, and then I have a huge huge pile of the remaining clippings that I collected. And then what I didn't film was a 3rd stage where I just took the hopper off because I was sick of filling it up, and just raw dogged it with the blades and did one more full pass around everything, which really just, you know, the final cut kind of mulches up anything anyways, so it's not like there's a bunch of clippings laying around. Anyways, I would give the Rolux X20 5 stars, man. That thing was awesome. My only real complaint throughout all of it was getting the hopper on and off onto these things here and here was a little difficult. I think it's a tight fit, so you had to put it in perfectly and rip it out kind of aggressively. But I think over time either these will widen or these will narrow up. But thing has tons of power, and all in all it got the job done. So gonna park it for a few weeks while we grow back our grass, clean it up, and store it in the garage. Okay, so my time lapse stopped midway, but here's the final result after running the core aerator around. You know, I was hoping for a little bit better plugs, but we got 2 inches. Yeah, I probably could have watered heavier yesterday to soften the ground, but it is what it is, and only rented it for 4 hours, so it is what it is. But yeah, got a lot of, I ran over it, so we got a lot of plugs. I ran over it 3 times, every single spot. From this view you can see really well, but yeah. Cool. Next step is to rake off all these plugs because I don't want any of this dirt to go back in these holes. I want all these holes filled with the sand, which I'll probably do tomorrow or Monday, depending on when I can get sand. Yeah, it's looking good. Alright y'all, so I watered the yard for about 40 minutes while I took the aerator back to Home Depot. And so the ground is a little bit more, it's wet, it's moist. I didn't want to say it, but it's moist. And so what I'm gonna do now, because I got a day until the hardscape landscape place opens up where I'm gonna go buy the masonry sand to sand and level. It's tomorrow Sunday, they're closed. Monday they'll be open. I'll do it Monday after work. But I have some leftover fertilizer that I'm gonna apply right now. This is leftover from last year. I have some humic here. This is really good stuff for the soil, and I think right now is the perfect time to do it while the holes are exposed. Get this stuff deep down into the ground. And then I have Nitric King, which is basically a nitrate fertilizer with 2% iron. So the nitric is going to, what is it? It's nitrate. It's not nitrous. I always forget. Anyways, it's nitra. We'll just call it nitra. The nitra is going to stimulate a lot of leaf growth, which is what we need after scalping. But honestly, I think it takes a couple days for the fertilizer to kick in anyway. So we'll lay it down now, sand it, level it, and then maybe in a week or two do another with the Nitric King on top of that too. So yeah, I'm probably not going to film much of this, but I just want to let you guys know this is what I'm doing next. All right, so we got the fertilizer and the humic spread out there. And one little tip I like to mention always, if you're using fertilizer with iron, the iron will stain anything that gets wet. So like you can see there's a little speck there. That's just an iron stain. So what I do is after I spread it, before I water, go around with a leaf blower, blow it all off of anything I don't want to get stained. So if you got like a sidewalk or a concrete curbing or nice pavers or etc., whatever, walls, you just want to blow it all back into the grass before you water. And so yeah, I'm just watering everything now, getting it nice and soaked down to the roots, and then sand in the next day or two and level it all out. And that may be a whole nother video because I'm not sure how long all this will edit up to be. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and peace out, backyard dudes.